answer to policy questions is, I'm Trump, I'm good, I'm the best, I will get it done.
Well, there's a little truth to that. Well, in fact, I think
been very
there's actually
successful,
a lot of truth.
But we don't have Superman presidents.
No, but we will if you have Trump. You watch.
Trump, you truly are a great leader, and you have earned my vote. Donald Trump, he's filing papers today to be on the New Hampshire ballot. Mr. Trump, did I get you out of bed? You ready to go?
No, you didn't get me out of bed. I'm ready to go. I'm leaving for New Hampshire very shortly. We're going to be filing our documents today.
All right.
And that'll be very exciting.
So you'll be on the ballot there. The polls show that you should expect to do well. The polls are all over the place, to be frank.
The bottom line is it starts on February 1st, so everybody will see what happens on February 1st. But, you know, I'm getting the biggest crowds by far. Yesterday, other than Sarah Murray, didn't report it very well because she never flips the camera to show the lines. I think she's absolutely terrible, your reporter. But we had a line that went down practically to Park Avenue from Trump Tower where
I drove past it.
We had an incredible scene there.
I drove past it.
Schuster people said they've never seen anything like it.
I saw the lines.
And
the
if you
book's
listen
selling
to
well.
Sarah Murray, you'd think there were 3 people standing in the atrium of Trump Tower.
No. That's not the way she did it.
Well, that is the way. That is the way she.
That's the way you took it.
She has no idea.
That's the way you took it. I understand.
Either she's a very unemotional person, or she's not a very good reporter. One
all
or
right,
the
let's
other.
talk. Let's talk about the tactic. First of all, I opened up your introduction and interpretation of the polls to give you your say. I didn't mention the Florida poll because our people in-house don't like the methodology of that poll, so we're not using it until we can confirm the numbers. The other ones I gave you.
If somebody else were leading, I guarantee you'd be using it.
No, absolutely not. If the methodology isn't good, we don't use it. But
I accept your word on that, Chris.
I appreciate it, and I take yours as well. So when you use these tactics of negativity about the media, I get that they are working for you, but it is also my job to check them on you. You've lumped me in with what you would call the Sarah Murrays. You know she's a top-notch reporter. You know we have her there because she does a good job. Well, you said the same thing about me, too, though, right? If I say something you don't like, you say, well, he stinks.
You are a top-notch. I don't see it with Sarah Murray.
All right, I'll take it for today.
She never reports on my crowd sizes. You know, we have the biggest crowd. She shows her face and never scans the room and shows the tremendous crowds that I'm getting.
All right. Well, let's make it about you, not Sarah Murray.
I mean, maybe she's a low-key individual that doesn't believe in showing crowds.
She's one of them.
I see other people. They have crowds that are tiny by comparison, and everybody shows their crowds. They never show mine. So
everybody is uniform in their reporting that you are certainly the biggest celebrity in the race. Nobody is questioning that. It's how it will translate into you as a leader, into you as a president. That's what the testing is about. However, these tactics have worked well for you. The question is, will they continue to? Yesterday, you were outspoken about how you thought Hillary Clinton had gotten a pass, only easy questions in the debate. Now, we both know you tweeted that you thought Anderson did a great job in the debate.
He did do a very good job.
He was the one asking the questions.
Terrific job.
So how did you not get good questions if you did a great job?
Tough questions, but they weren't tough like the questions that we were getting.
Will you say anything to get elected?
Well, actually, I have been very consistent over the course of my entire life.
And the questions that I was getting, it wasn't even a question from John Harwood. He was making wise guy statements with the questions.
Let's be honest. Is this a comic book version of a presidential campaign?
Right, but that's one example from one guy.
Person, by the way, and he asked him a question about me, and Governor Huckabee let him have it. I thought he did a great job. So
I love Donald Trump. He is a good man. I'm wearing a Trump tie tonight. Get over that one, okay?
Now, such a nasty question. But thank you, Governor.
You're welcome. Let me tell you, Donald Trump would be a better president every day of the week and twice on Sunday rather than Hillary. I've spent a lifetime in politics fighting the Clinton machine. The only guy that has consistently fought the Clinton machine every election I was ever in over the past 26 years. And not only did I fight them and win, I lived to tell about it, and I'm standing on this stage tonight as evidence of that, and I think that ought to be worth something.
Thank you, Governor.
But if you look at the questions that were asked of us, they were much tougher than that.
All right, so let's leave that as it is. The obvious
And they
takeaway
weren't
from
even
this,
questions; they were statements.
the obvious
it's one of those
takeaway,
things.
I think we'll both agree on this, is that you should do CNN as often as possible because it is obviously the fairest place doing the job at the highest level. Agreed? It is obviously the fairest place doing the job at the highest level. Agreed?
And you'll get your best ratings.
Agreed, agreed. Let's move on. The book comes out. The reaction is huge. You made the segue. You made the segue I need to make here, Mr. Trump. You made the segue that I needed to make, so thank you for that. When you talk about your opponents, which you've been doing more and more recently, Ben Carson doesn't have the temperament to do it. He doesn't have the experience. Marco Rubio, you talk about his personal finances. Jeb Bush, you talk about his energy. But all you do is attack those who disagree with you. You can't do that on the world stage.
I have 90 days left. I want to win. I have 90 days left, and I'm a different guy than Jeb Bush, who said, oh, Marco is terrific. He's my dear, dear friend. He's such a wonderful person.
Maybe. That's your take. What I'm saying is this.
That's not my take. That's everybody's take.
Not everybody's take.
Well,
We don't know what
take a look at the
everybody's
polls. I
take
mean, he
is. You only know
dropped
what
like
you
a
say.
rock.
All right, here's the point. You cannot effectively think that you're going to win to be president by just attacking the opponents all the time.
And so, right now, Mr. Trump, to answer your call for political honesty, I just want to say, you're not going to be president, all right? It's been fun. It's been great. I love you.
He will never be president.
Donald Trump is not going to be president of the United States. Take it to the bank.
And he will never be president of the United States.
He will never be president.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump.
Donald Trump is not going to be president of the United States.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
Donald Trump is the President of the United States.
And by the way, you ready for this? And I'm president, and they're not.
Has to be what you're going to do, what is positive, how you will do it.
I've said what I'm going to do.
Well, you say what you want to do.
Deals where we're losing billions and
I know,
billions
but you
and
have
even
to do
trillions
more.
of dollars.
You have to say how you'll do it.
We're going to have the finest trade deals. Right now, we're suckers for the rest of the world. I'm going to start immediately with renegotiating our trade deals. I'm going to build up our military. I'm going to take care of our vets. I'm going to get rid of Obamacare and replace it with something much better.
That all sounds good, but the devil is in the details.
I've said this 100 times. I mean, unfortunately, you have me followed by Sarah Murray, and she doesn't know what she's doing.
Listen, Mr. Trump, you have to stop insulting people who do their job.
To use another good word.
It's not.
Nor does she report the energy in the room.
Look,
she stands there like, there's 12 people in the room.
She is a good reporter. You know she's a good reporter. You were nice to her yesterday when you saw her at your book signing. But now you use this tactic of attacking her.
Report the same night. She didn't even show the lines of people.
Oh, so what? She didn't show the lines. People know how many people were there. You tell everybody.
It stretched, excuse me, it stretched all the way down to Madison Avenue from the door. 3 and 4 abreast.
I get it. We know that there were big crowds.
3 people standing there.
We get that there were big crowds. We cover it all the time. I get as much criticism for doing the interview with you, how I do it, as I do for having you on in the first place, because they say you get so much attention.
I doubt that. I guarantee you this. If Sarah Murray, if there was nobody at the book signing, Sarah Murray, she would have covered it. Then she would have showed all the empty space. But
I don't think you have a good case that the media is mean to you. I just don't think you have a good case. You get the most attention.
That's because she's incompetent, or she doesn't like me, or maybe she's given instructions from up above.
Oh, please.
Who knows?
Listen,
I don't really
you
care.
know she's not getting instructions. You know you get the most attention.
I'm sure, yeah. CNN is very straight, I'm sure.
Oh, you see now? You went from saying CNN is good, that we do a good job, now you're taking a shot at us. That's what I'm pointing out.
The reporter that covers me. I think she's terrible.
All right. I look forward to watching you on Saturday night. It's past my bedtime, but I'll watch it because I like to see what you do there. Thank you for coming on New Day. Thank you for not throwing me under the bus this morning.
Okay.
But don't do it on Twitter after this.
Thank you.
I'm going to be watching the Twitter feed, Mr. Trump. Good luck in New Hampshire today.
Very good. Thank you very much.